Hello and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen and I'm here with a Scrap-A-Sketch creative team layout. And this sketch was created by Lisa Sikorsky. She is the one and only who runs Scrap-A-Sketch on Facebook, and her sketches are phenomenal. And we are having a rainbow of sketches this week, the 19th through the 25th. And I am up for the last day of the week with this rainbow challenge. And I am so excited. So I've got these Park Lane word phrases I literally just got. And then I have the Colorful by Thickers. And this is, I think, for the Vicky Boutin collection. And I was certain I was going to use that word colorful. And then there are some circles as well as the stars on here. So I have this Martha Stewart circle creator for like all these little circly bits on here. Although it ends up only not working for me because it's 4 inches or bigger. And I didn't need a 4-inch circle, so I will use that for something else. But I have all these fabulous stars that I have cut out on my Cricut already out of 100% scraps. So I am cleaning up some of my scrap stash. So I've got my papers, my little tools, my embellishments, my pictures, and this awesome sketch. So let's see how this goes. So this paper here, the heart paper, is an American Crafts paper, and I wanted to use something that was colorful, and I definitely wanted to put it on this black. I just saw somebody, and I'm going to have to go back and look and see. They had done a sketch that was bright and colorful on black, and it was stunning. And so I decided that black was definitely going to be the answer, especially since the background of this heart paper is white. I knew if it was on a white background paper, it would have disappeared. My other option was a blue, because rainbows are in the sky is blue. But I changed my mind. I really did like the contrast between this black and all the colors. And you can see all the colors over there. There is no rhyme or reason to my colors other than I wanted at least 2 or 3 shades or more of each shade of the rainbow. So I matte my picture on white, and then I matte that on this periwinkle color because I knew I needed 2 mattes. After I get it taped down, I realized, oh shoot, it's cockeyed on here. So I pick out another matte stack paper in like a pinky purple color. I do love the difference in these colors. It makes me happy. And so I'm thrilled to go ahead and use that. I picked the periwinkle because my niece, who's in the front of this picture, is wearing a periwinkle colored bathing suit, and I thought that that would be complementary with all the other colors that I have going on in that pile of circles and stars. And of course this hearts. I mean, this is like a shape layout for sure. So I get that down to where at least I know where it's going to be. And I've put the circles in the corners because that's how she has it. And I've put them up there to kind of see what I want to do. And then I take them off so that I can just get started. And I'm going to start at the top of the picture with the red stars. And I thought I might intersperse them and do like a little bit, like do them in rainbow order, as in a red one, an orange one, a yellow one. But then I decided I really like the concept of doing all the different shades of red and then all the shades of orange and then so on and so forth. So I figure, if I don't like it, I can move it because I'm using some repositionable tape. And so I thought that it would be just fine and dandy, and I love it. Okay. Love it. So I'm going to put this pinky textured paper up here in the top left corner, and I'm going to build the stars around that, and I'll move some around, and there are some that are there are some stars like more than one of the same color, but I don't put them right next to each other. Pardon the sound. My dog is insistent on being right under the mat that my chair sits on. It's like he's tap dancing in here. Anyway, so after the pink circle up in the corner, I start with the orange, and I'm wanting them to all overlap some, and it's a lot of it more than in her sketch. Lisa's sketch has kind of like a couple of stars and a circle, and then a couple more, you know, kind of off and on. So I definitely went a little more is more with the stars, but I'm okay with that. I get to the yellow, so I put a yellow circle in that top right corner. And then I'm just putting some of this tape down on the back so that I can layer up all the stars. And I'm not kidding you all, I really do enjoy the way that this turned out. It makes my heart happy. I love all the color. I have even sent the final layout to my niece and asked for her approval, and she loved it. So that is all I really needed, right? So I am going to go ahead and get the picture down. I cut down all the specifics to putting all the stars in there. I just made sure, like I said, wherever I was when I got to the corner, that was the color of the circle that I tucked in. And then I did add a couple other circles here and there. And then I'm going to add some more of these stars. I don't mind that some of them are overlapping the border, that heart border. She does not have that on her layout or on the sketch, but I kind of like the way that it helps flow, and it covers up the majority of the black border right on the inside of the square. Now, this paper, like I said, is American Crafts, that heart paper. It's the thin pattern paper and not cardstock. And I cut it on the light setting on my Cricut, and it's a 10 by 10 square. Obviously it's 10 by 10 if it's a square, and it is an 8 by 8 square cut out in the middle. And so now I'm taking these Park Lane, and these came out of the little $2.49 bin, and there was a lot of these little cute word phrases, and I just put them tone on tone all around, and I used the words that I was happy with. There were some on here that said like happy birthday, thank you, things like that, and none of that was applying at all. So I used words like you're great, love you, you're fabulous, celebrate, smile, be yourself. I did use some that say hello and hi, love you, you're loved, happy, different things like that. So all the positive and encouraging happy words. My niece is a fierce girl, and I adore her with all my heart. She has got a lot of spunk and charisma and is not ashamed of who she is, and I just love that about her. And her friend is really coming out of their shell as well, and I just think that my niece Natalie has been a great encourager for Lou to just be who she is, and I love it. And so I love this picture because they are both like just showing their attitude and their authentic selves. So that makes me happy. So I grab out my Happy Hooray, because the original word phrase I was going to use, that colorful from the Vicky Bouton, it's not going to work. It was too big. It was going to cover things over. I didn't like it. It wasn't fitting with what I wanted anymore. Part of it was going to disappear on the page. So I went through my thickers and I pulled out the Happy Hooray, which is from an Amy Tangerine Picnic in the Park. And I just used that circle right there in the middle that says Shine Bright, and that's my title. And then I also add a few hearts and a couple word phrases, one that says cherish this and one that says cool, and they're all in their color space as well. I also put a couple flowers on here. So other than that, I just wrote the date and that Nat and Lou were 100% authentic, and I thought that was enough for the journaling down at the bottom. My journaling wasn't going to fit where Lisa has it on hers. The other thing I added, which makes me uber happy, is this gorgeous purpley blue butterfly flare from Dottie About Flare, and I put it down between the purple and the blue, and I really love the way that that looks on the layout. So I hope that you all have enjoyed this. I really, 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 really love this layout. I love all the positivity and the happiness and the bright colors, the contrast with the black. I love all of it. And I used a ton of scraps up, you all. I tossed out, well, I didn't toss them out. I used a bunch of scraps out of my stash, and that makes me uber happy. And on top of that, I documented this awesome picture of my niece and Lou, and I am so happy about that too. I hope you all will go check out the Facebook group Scrap a Sketch. And the Rainbow of Sketches started on the 19th, but you can post those now through the 25th. And then every time you post a layout, you're entered to win a prize. So I hope you'll go check that out. And I hope you all have a great day and happy scrapping.